Dear students, today we will begin the age of the Anthropocene, which is the fifth module of the paper Critical Studies 2. So, beginning with Anthropocene, as we had already discussed and as you have written in your assignments, it is an age in which human activity is the dominant influence on Earth's geology, ecosystems, and climate. So far, humans have indulged in various activities that has created varieties of consequences in the atmosphere, in the environment. And such an age where human activity is the dominant influence, on Earth's geology, ecosystems and climate is called an Anthropocene. So that age is called Anthropocene. And this epoch is an unofficial unit of geologic time, and it is used to describe the most recent period in Earth's history. So Anthropocene epoch, this age is an unofficial unit of geologic time. So usually we define geologic time in various units, giving it various names. And this age being called as Anthropocene is an unofficial unit of geologic time. Even though it is usually called as the age of Anthropocene, it is not yet officially recognized. So in this age of Anthropocene, humans become the major force of nature. The other forces of nature are, as being stated in physics, are gravitational force, electromagnetic force, then weak nuclear force as well as strong nuclear force. So these are the four types of forces of nature as stated in physics. But in this age, in this modern century, what happens? Human beings have become a major force of nature, which means human beings have got the capacity to make make distraction in environment, make changes in the quality as well as quantity of environment, create visible changes in atmosphere. Then humans can be called as becoming a major force of nature. In that way, the age is listed as Anthropocene. Now moving on to geologic time scale. So we had already seen in the previous slide that Anthropocene epoch is an unofficial unit of geologic time. So what is this geologic time? Geologic time scale is a unit of measurement, and Earth's history is divided to hierarchical series of smaller chunks of time referred as geologic time scale. ഭൂമി ഉണ്ടായ കാലം മുതൽ ഓരോ കാലഘട്ടങ്ങളും പല പല ചങ്ക്സ് ഓഫ് ടൈം, പല പല പീസസ് ഓഫ് ടൈം ആയിട്ടാണ് എപ്പോഴും നമ്മൾ റെഫർ ചെയ്യുക. അപ്പോൾ ആ ഒരു റെഫറൻസിനെയാണ്, ആ ഒരു യാർഡ്സ്റ്റിക്കിനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ ജിയോളജിക് ടൈം സ്കെയിൽ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. ആൻഡ് ദീസ് ഡിവിഷൻസ് ആർ ഇൻ ഡിസെൻഡിങ് ലെങ്ത് ഓഫ് ടൈം ആസ് റെക്കോർഡ് ആസ് ഇയോൺസ്, ഈറാസ്, പീരിയഡ്സ്, ഈപോക്സ് ആൻഡ് ഏജസ്. അപ്പോൾ ജിയോളജിക് ടൈം സ്കെയിലിൽ ഭൂമിയുടെ പല പല കാലഘട്ടങ്ങൾ നമ്മൾ റെക്കോർഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നത് ഏതൊക്കെ പേരുകളിലാണ്? ഇയോൺസ്. സോ ദിസ് ഡിവിഷൻ ഇസ് ഗിവൺ ഇൻ ഡിസെൻഡിങ് ലെങ്ത് ഓഫ് ടൈം. ഡിസെൻഡിങ് ലെങ്ത് മീൻസ് ഫ്രം ഹൈ ടു ലോ. So eons, which covers the longer period of time, and then the next shorter comes eras, and then shorter than eras, periods, then shorter than periods, epochs, and finally the shortest among these is the ages. And this classification is done based on Earth's rock layers or strata and the fossils found within them. So how can you identify this time scale? How will you judge this time scale? It is purely based on, the classification is purely based on Earth's rock layers. So it is in fact a source of archaeology, a study dealing with archaeology or paleontology, because fossils are involved. So this classification is based on the study done on the rock layers of Earth or strata and the fossils found within them. ഭൂമിയുടെ പല പാളികളിലുള്ള ഫോസിൽസിനെയും ഓരോ സ്ട്രാറ്റയിലുള്ള മണ്ണിൻ്റെ ക്വാളിറ്റിയൊക്കെ പഠിച്ചാണ് ഓരോ കാലഘട്ടത്തെയും നെയിം ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നത്. ആൻഡ് സയൻറ്റിസ്റ്റ് എക്സാമിൻ ദ ഫോസിൽസ് which are the fossils of certain organisms, and that is called as the characteristic of certain parts of the geologic record. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ജിയോളജിക് ടൈം സ്കെയിലിൽ we name each geologic time scale in a particular name based on based on the characteristic of the fossils. So what sort of fossils are mainly found in that particular time period? So based on that, we name or we give a particular name to that geologic time, and that is a geologic record. അപ്പോൾ ആ രീതിയിൽ നോക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ ദിസ് ഏജ് ക്യാൻ ബി കോൾഡ് ആസ് ആന്ത്രോപോസീൻ ഓൺലി ഇഫ് human beings are able to make a change in the geographic strata, in the strata of Earth's layers, the Earth strata. And this study of correlation is called stratigraphy. So the study of correlation, the study of the characteristics of various fossils and the connection it has got with the organisms, the fossils of organisms present and the earth strata is called as stratigraphy. The study of this correlation is called stratigraphy. അപ്പോൾ എർത്തിൻ്റെ സ്ട്രാറ്റയിൽ പല പല ഫോസിൽസ് കാണും. ആ ഫോസിൽസിൽ ഏറ്റവും പ്രിഡോമിനേറ്റ് ചെയ്ത് നിൽക്കുന്നത് ഏത് ആനിമൽസിൻ്റെ ആണോ അതിലെന്തെങ്കിലും മാറ്റങ്ങൾ വരുത്തുന്ന ആ ആനിമൽസിനെ കൊണ്ട് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ആ ക്രീച്ചേഴ്സിനെ കൊണ്ട് സാധിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ആ ഏജിനെ നമ്മൾ അവരുടെ പേരിലായിരിക്കും അറിയപ്പെടുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ ഡിനോസേഴ്സിൻ്റെ കാര്യം നിങ്ങൾക്ക് അറിയാമല്ലോ. അപ്പോൾ അതുപോലെ ഈ ഒരു ഏജിനെ ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതലായിട്ട് സ്വാധീനിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത് ഹ്യൂമൻ ബീങ്സ് ആണെന്നാണ് പറയപ്പെടുന്നത്. പക്ഷേ ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് നോട്ട് യെറ്റ് ഒഫീഷ്യലി റെക്കഗ്നൈസ്ഡ്. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് വൈ ആന്ത്രോപോസീൻ ഈസ് still an unofficial geologic time scale. Now, and study of this correlation is called stratigraphy. And officially current epoch, നമ്മൾ പറഞ്ഞു Anthropocene is unofficially recognized as the present age, but the official name given to the current epoch is Holocene, and it is considered as began 11,700 years ago after the last major ice age. And the unofficially current epoch is Anthropocene. Unofficially termed current epoch is Anthropocene, and it is derived from the Greek words, look, anthropo meaning man and scene which means new. രണ്ട് വാക്കുകളാണ് Anthropocene. Anthropo which means man and scene which means new. And this term is coined and popularized by Eugene Stormer, who is a biologist, and Paul Crutzen, who is a chemist, in the year 2000. Among these two, Paul Crutzen is the most popular one. നമ്മളെപ്പോൾ ആന്ത്രോപോസീൻ എന്ന് കേട്ടാലും ഏറ്റവും ആദ്യം മനസ്സിൽ വരുന്ന പേര് പോൾ ക്രറ്റ്സൻ്റെയാണ്. And along with him, Eugene Stormer has also played a major role in coining this term as well as popularizing this term. And this was in the year 2000. So that is all about the geologic time scale and how Anthropocene finds a place as an unofficial yardstick in this geological time scale. Now, origin of Anthropocene. So we have already seen that Anthropocene is a term coined by Eugene Stormer and Paul Crutzen. Now, how does Anthropocene, such an age, originate? So is there an existence for such an age? And if so, how does this age originate? That is a question. And various theories are known regarding this origin of Anthropocene. The first one is most of the scientists, most of the philosophers believe that Anthropocene began with the beginning of the Industrial Revolution in 1800s. Because human activity had a great impact on carbon and methane in Earth's atmosphere, and that has resulted in a great change in the quality of environment. And so we can say the Industrial Revolution of the 1800s has paved the way to Anthropocene. Another theory is it began in 1945. We know the implication of the year 1945. What is its importance? Yes, the ending of the Second World War. The Second World War ended in 1945 and began in 1939. 1939 to 45 is the span of Second World War. And it was in the year 1945 humans tested the atomic bomb and dropped it in Hiroshima and Nagasaki of Japan. And that resulted in radioactive particles being detected in soil samples globally. So that affected the quality of soil, indirectly the quality of environment. So if something serious comes so as to affect the quality of environment, then that can be counted as what? An important agent, a geological agent that affects the geologic time. So that can be, and then again unofficially or officially being recognized as an important yardstick in the geologic time scale. So here also the dropping of atomic bomb which resulted in radioactive particles, which resulted in the emission of radioactive particles, which was further detected in soil samples